For a long time, I operated under a specific assumption about credit cards. I thought the most responsible thing I could do was to pay off every purchase the moment it posted. It felt disciplined. It felt correct. But I've realized that this habit, which seems so logical, wasn't actually helping my credit score in the way I expected. In fact, it was keeping it stagnant. Basically, we're taught to view credit card debt as something to be eliminated immediately, and that's not wrong. The problem arises from a misunderstanding of how the system actually works. My routine was almost obsessive. I'd make a small purchase, and before I even left the store, I'd be in my banking app paying it off. I was sending a signal, but it wasn't the one I intended. My score wasn't improving, and I needed to understand the underlying mechanics of why. And so, the critical piece of information I was missing is this. Credit card companies generally only report your account status to the credit bureaus once a month. This isn't a continuous live feed of your activity. It's a single snapshot taken on your statement closing date. This date is not your payment due date. It's the day the bill is generated. The balance on that specific day is what gets reported. When I understood this, my behavior became clear. By paying everything off immediately, my reported balance on that snapshot day was always zero. From the Bureau's perspective, it wasn't a demonstration of responsibility. It was a demonstration of non-use. To understand why this matters, you have to look at the two most heavily weighted factors in your credit score. The first is payment history, which is about 35% of a FICO score. This is straightforward. Are you paying on time? My method ensured I was never late, so I was satisfying this requirement. But there are no bonus points for paying weeks in advance. The second, and the one that's central to this entire problem, is credit utilization. This makes up another 30% of your score. It's the ratio of your reported balance to your total credit limit. Lenders want to see that you can use credit, but use it in a controlled way. A utilization rate under 10% is seen as excellent. My rate was consistently reported as 0%. The byproduct of a 0% reported balance is that it doesn't prove you can handle debt. It just shows you aren't using it. A history of using credit and paying it back is more valuable data for a lender than no usage history at all. So what is the correct approach? It's a deliberate two-step payment strategy. It's not for everyone. For most people, just paying your statement balance in full every month is perfectly fine and will build good credit. But if you are trying to optimize your score, this is how you do it. First, make a payment a few days before your statement closing date. The goal here is not to pay the balance to zero. The goal is to pay it down to a small, non-zero amount. Basically, you want a low utilization to be reported. On a card with a $5,000 limit, leaving a balance of around $50 is ideal. This shows activity and excellent management. Second, wait for the statement to close. Once your bill is generated, pay off that remaining small balance in full before the payment due date. This action ensures you get a perfect mark for your payment history, and crucially, you pay no interest. This method ensures the snapshot sent to the bureaus is one of an active, responsible user with very low utilization. This is the signal you want to send. So, to return to the original question, does paying your card after every purchase affect your score? Yes, but it does so by making you appear invisible to the credit system. I've realized that the most important thing is not to report a zero balance, but to report a low balance. It's a subtle but powerful distinction. You are in control of the data that gets reported about you. It's about being strategic, not just reactive. Thank you for watching.